Thank you for listening to the Tmlp podcast. Please follow us on Twitter at Tmlp. Subscribe to our YouTube page where we put the episodes every week. Email us, tmlpodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. We do this for you. It's time to turn the fuck loose.
Do you draw specifically furry cocks and penises online? Well, we've got the perfect school for you. University of Phoenix Online. Since 1976, we've helped millions write a better yaoi fantasy. With us, discover your wings, you filthy bastards.
We are live, back on a Thursday. How we doing, Mike?
Fantastic, motherfuckers.
There it was. Pat?
Oh, dude, life is grand. Feeling great.
I know you are. Benjamin? Make that noise. Make that noise.
What's up?
Before we get started, I just want to give a special birthday shout out to Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
What?
I believe they are 33 years old.
Queens.
Young today.
That
so
makes me feel hideously young.
happy birthday to two icons.
2 girls, 1 cake.
So many good.
Gross.
2 girls that Ben said that he wanted to hate fuck in the attic of the Full House manor.
And welcome to the show.
And welcome.
Why are we going to bring that up? They don't even have any context of that or anything.
Well,
Yeah.
they can search the
It's
archives.
in the archives.
Yeah.
We're going to have to search it for them.
Oh,
Let's get it started, boys, with some headlines. Last week we talked about brawling,
Yeah.
and
We did.
Fuck you guys up.
just so you know, no one has gotten into a fight yet, but tensions are high this evening in the building. Justin Bieber, on the other hand, around the same time we were talking about scrapping, tweeted, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put it on the fight?" At Dana White.
There's just something in the air. We were
Wait.
all challenging each other. Beebs is calling out Tom Cruise.
So Justin Bieber called out Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
On
he
Twitter.
challenged Tom Cruise to a fight in the octagon.
What?
How much Molly did that faggot take? Like,
A lot, apparently.
dude, Tom
A
Cruise,
lot.
it would be, oh God, it'd be a bloodbath and not in Justin Bieber's favor.
I think Bieber would probably win.
Be a good scrap, I think.
If that's the first time I would go to Vegas and I would actually place a bet, I would put my life savings on Tom Cruise.
That's
Dude,
what
Tom
the-
Cruise is like 5'6",
If
and
you-
he's
I
don't give a
59.
shit.
If UFC was smart, they'd put those two guys in like a 1-round like intermission fight. Like,
I'd watch it.
Ah.
I'd put my life savings on Tom Cruise. But here, I wouldn't because I'd feel like it'd be a WWE spectacle, and then everyone's like, "Oh, let's just like get people back into the UFC. Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber will fight each other, and then I'll lose a shitload of money because obviously Justin Bieber will win."
Bieber was just he was on the same wavelength as our podcast, man. He was thinking about fighting people.
he really was. But it got me thinking because there's a 31-year-old age difference. 3 of us in this room are 58. Or, I'm retarded. 3 of us in this room are 27, which would mean we would have to fight a 58-year-old. So it got me thinking, what famous 58-year-olds do you think that you could beat up? Or do you think that this person would beat you up to Ben and Mike? So the first one I'm going to say is George Clooney. You think you're taking George Clooney in a scrap?
He whooped my ass.
Give me some stats. How tall is he? What's his weight?
You want stats? We whoop both of our asses at once.
Dude, we're talking about 59-year-old men.
George Clooney has the body
58.
of a
He's
20-year-old.
58.
Okay, George Clooney. Let me get his weight here. How much does George Clooney weigh? 172 pounds. So it would be pound for pound with me.
He would
I
tear
could-
you down.
Dude,
and
I would
then
fuck George Clooney up.
I'll
need
give
like
it. George, I'm not coming at you.
I need like a month to train
All right.
Rocky style?
What do you think about Eddie Murphy?
in the Alps.
You think you're taking Eddie
No.
Murphy in a fight?
Again, I think I'm getting my ass
I
whooped.
think you're getting your ass whooped.
I think
I'm
Eddie
definitely-
Murphy's that guy who's been taking Krav Maga for a
I'm
couple of,
definitely
like,
not nearly
for a
as
while.
confident against Eddie Murphy.
He's whooped my ass.
Yeah.
If he puts on those leather pants like Eddie Murphy,
And we're talking about
Delirious,
Beverly Hills Cop. Like,
take me out.
they play that funky, like,
So far,
frog
I'm 0
music.
for 2.
You're 0 for 2.
I'm
All right,
not
I think I
confident
got
this
one.
will.
I think I got one though that you can win. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Michael J. Fox.
That's mean. That's mean. I'd lose on purpose.
Michael J. Fox has literally killed somebody while he was...
He's got Parkinson's. Actually, that might be a thing. Like, he'd be shaking, and then I just get like a sucker punch because I don't know where it's really coming. So it's hard to block, you know? So I might get fucked up by Michael J. Fox, like, on the real.
Just too quick.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. He's like a wild card.
All right, I'll give you one I think you could legit win.
I was just...
Hugh Grant.
Oh, is that the bitch from that... Oh.
He's like the British guy who like
Oh, what's that movie
Like
he's
a
in?
heartthrob.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
That Christmas movie about love. That oh,
Love
Isn't that the guy
Actually.
that plays
Love
House?
Actually. That's the Love Actually guy, isn't it?
I think so.
Is that the guy who plays House?
No.
No.
No, that guy's amazing.
He's
though.
in
His name is
I don't know.
Hugh, I believe.
he's in Grey's Anatomy.
Hugh something.
Hugh Grant.
So, I got a fact
I'd
to
put
throw in
him
here
in
for
a-
you guys.
I put him in a chokehold.
Let me see Hugh Grant.
I destroyed
The
Hugh
spiky
Grant.
blonde hair right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You think you got him?
I'd
All right,
tear
and
up
then
Hugh
one
Grant.
last one
1 for 4.
that I think will definitely tear both of you up. This one's to bring you back down to earth, Mike. You ready?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand a chance.
Why would I ever even fight him?
Yeah, I wouldn't even step in the ring with him. It'd be pure fear.
I feel like I could take William Shatner.
I just want...
I feel
This
like
is
I
a
can take-
pro
No, we're
Jean-Claude
talking
Van
purely
Damme.
31 years older than you, so it had to be someone who was
Purely.
58. Yep. So now we're gonna move on to the one elder statesman of the room,
Yeah.
Pat.
Me. Yeah.
You ready? So you guys can weigh in on this too, but I'm gonna ask Pat's opinion first. All right. The first one I asked you was Weird Al Yankovic.
That would be a bloodbath.
That would be an absolute bloodbath.
I
dude.
mean, like, I
I'd
like.
pay money to see that fight.
I like the guy too.
Oh, you both like each other. You guys have a lot in common.
But I don't know if he like did one of those where he like puts his hair back and like ties it up because he doesn't want to like he actually want to fight, then I'd be pretty scared.
So you think if his hair's down, you're
His
not
hair's down,
afraid.
you got it.
I got it.
Hair's down, all good. Hair's
It's
up.
all
you're
about
fucked.
the hair.
Hair's up, you're fucked. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
And he does like those weird little leg slaps, like.
Like
"Oh,
a
get
sumo
ya."
guy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I feel like he would just have like some weird little quirk,
Like
like
come at you with like an accordion or
he
something.
comes the right and then the left and then the right. I don't even know. Like he'll have a weird song as he's like beating my ass, like Pat, you suck.
But what song is he actually ripping off?
Hmm.
Why he's beating your ass and singing his own tune to that song?
If you was scared, motherfucker, go to church.
Jesus.
Ruthless.
Wow. I would
But
pay.
I
my-
would.
If
I
you
could
my
was
see.
gonna
savings to see-
motherfucker do your
I could
dirt.
see Weird Al conjuring that energy. Like if he's in that like
Like-
rage of a state, like fighting Pat, like
I think
would
he would.
definitely-
You scared? You scared?
The reason, what's the reason why he's fighting me though?
Pay money.
pure
I would
disdain.
literally.
Just for.
I would bet money.
Yeah.
You know, on whatever we were talking about earlier. I said I bet money on, but I would pay my life savings to watch that fight.
Who you got
You
your
would
money
make
on?
a lot of money. I wouldn't put money towards it. I would
Oh.
go in. I'd pay my life savings.
You're just
to be a
sponsoring
viewer.
it? You're
It's
sponsoring
I
it?
sponsor. I
fight.
just throw it.
Wow.
All, I throw my money down just to put that fight on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be fun. I would actually do it. It'd be pretty cool.
So, I got something to
wouldn't
add
pay you
on to this.
anything, man.
Fighting
I've never
is
been in a
just
fight before, too.
rolling through the Twitter
You
sphere
kind of-
because
Yeah.
Bobby
At
Bones'
Germany's
show, after the Bieber incident, called out Mason Ramsey to a fight.
It's ruthless.
And Mason Ramsey accepted on the condition that he gets to choose somebody to box on his behalf, and Barstool Big Cat is the ref. And then Tyrone Woodley, T-Wood, the UFC fighter, volunteered to fight for Mason Ramsey.
It's amazing.
So
Someone about to get that ass clapped.
don't challenge Mason Ramsey. He's
Do
got
not
shooters
come at
out
that.
there.
He's gonna come
Yeah.
at you.
All right, quickly, Pat. Can I give you two more? Just give me quickly if you think that they would beat your ass or if you would beat their ass. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Simon Cowell.
I beat his ass.
You beat his ass
Yeah.
straight up.
No way. He's got too much rage.
No, he would beat his ass. That's all fake rage.
And then
You ever seen that guy with his children? Fake rage.
He's fat. He's fat as fuck.
You take him. He's hiding a
Yeah,
gun
I
under
don't
that
know if
table.
he's fat as fuck.
No, I'll just be
but-
running around. I'll just
I
be
mean,
calm down
You've
on
seen his
that.
tight muscle black tees, dude.
doesn't
That
That
matter.
dude's fit.
He just works on his glamour muscles.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's like the type of dad that kisses his son on the mouth. Like it's fake rage.
And then lastly, what about Bono?
Bono. Ooh, that's a cold one. Bono would whip out some some weird like African voodoo magic on me, and then like just like hit me with some weird
Bono would hit you with African voodoo.
African voodoo magic, and then I think he would like try to fuck with my mind.
So you think it'd be a mental thriller with a Bono fight would just be a mental anguish?
Yeah. He wouldn't like beat me up. He would beat up my head, like beat up my mind. Like we'd have like a mental.
So he'd leave you
He'd-
psychologically damaged.
Like he would like talk to me and be like, you know, there's so much genocide in Africa, and all you have to do is just donate, blah blah blah, blah. And he would just like say these all fucked up things, or just like
He'd
get
just
up in my
mind
face.
fuck
like-
you into submission.
instead of fighting me, he would fight me with words.
Mind fuck you.
Mind fuck.
I can see that.
The
Yeah, we could.
mind fuck.
I'd also pay to see that.
Well, let's put a bow on this fighting conversation, and then let's be at peace with each other, okay?
I really
Never.
want peace.
So, imagine us in the scenario again, once more, if you will, of us wrestling and us fighting to the death. You know, do you think that this would happen to you? Because it happens to John Cena. John Cena says that he's gotten an accidental boner while wrestling. He says, "quote It's just what the body does."
John Cena said that?
John Cena was quoted saying
Yeah,
that.
I mean, honestly, who hasn't? Props to him for having a working reproductive system.
He said it's something the body does. You just gotta ignore it.
Did he
Word.
say who he was wrestling when he popped?
Physical
That could be a
word.
thing. He could have, like Booker T or something, someone with a fat booty.
Booker T. Washington.
Bringing it back.
He had that fucking scissor kick leg drop. and
Exactly. He
fucked
just
your
got in the
world.
middle of the scissor kick. He got
Yeah.
like wrapped around him, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Whoop! Gotta hide that for a sec. I'm gonna let him Booker T whoop my ass for a little."
Just Big Show
Quick
is
man.
taking John Cena up by his neck, and he's just.
Oh, just hits him in the chest with a hard hog.
But probably sucks her in because no one knew.
I think that John
So it's
Cena
kinda
has
small, dude.
probably saved some kids
Well, I
like
guess it's
years of ridicule.
Like he does wrestle in jean shorts. He wrestles in jorts, so it's easy to hide some like a boner in
Yeah.
jeans. It's not like he's in there in like that one piece spandex. He's like, he might have a small hog. You don't know what his hog is.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
doing
If no one
roids,
if
yeah,
no one
like you
picked this
said.
up, then he's got a small hog.
What if there was some kid that it's not wrestling season, but maybe
it to
it
your
is
thigh like
somewhere
Dale
that
Davis.
that very day he popped wood during a wrestling match and he's just getting grilled by all his friends. It's like even John Cena did it. And they just all are like,
Now he
"Oh,
has hope."
fuck." Yeah, now he has a fallback
So
now.
it's like Billy Madison when
John
everyone
Cena-
pisses their pants.
Exactly.
I guess
It
he's
ain't
just
cool
taking. I
unless
guess
you
he's
pee
taking
your
one for the
pants.
You're
team.
not
then.
cool unless
Yeah.
you get a boner when wrestling.
Yeah.
If that ever is a motto, I will never let my child wrestle.
Can't wait to get a boner with you later.
While we're on the wrestling topic, let me chime in here.
Chime away.
How do you guys feel about women wrestlers, like women high school wrestlers? So like she's wrestling against men or boys. So would you, if you had to wrestle a female, what would be your strategy?
A female would whoop my ass immediately because if she's wrestling, she's a bad bitch. So she's gonna take me down. I
But
wouldn't
you're in
say
high
anything.
school.
I know. That's why I'm
Okay.
thinking of high school me. I would get torn up from the floor up. Like she would take me in a heartbeat.
Do you think it should be allowed?
It'd be like Ronda Rousey. She would just turn me into like inside out.
I would
She'd
pick
destroy
that
me.
bitch up and fucking just throw her out of the fucking ring.
Just
Like,
pile driver?
if
That
you're-
bitch's dad was Kurt
if I'm-
Angle,
if I'm
and
wrestling,
she's gonna fuck you
if
up.
I'm out there wrestling, like
You're not holding
it's
anything
not
back.
like that. No.
Yeah.
What
You
if
will
she's
get a
just, like,
boner though.
Yeah. I
Rock
probably would. I'll
hard.
throw her right out of the ring, and my erection will just be about popping out of my spandex.
And then you get married.
Probably.
Yeah, what made me think of this was that Malcolm in the Middle episode where Reese loses to a chick wrestling. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
I do.
Great show.
I was thinking
Great reference.
Good show.
Jackass, or like Wild Boys, one of them.
Oh
Jo-
yeah,
Johnny
when
Johnny
didn't
Knoxville
they like
wrestles
do with like professional fighters,
a
like kickboxers?
Russian.
Yeah, that bitch just kicks him right in the stomach.
They did that, and then they did
Yeah.
That Korean chick just wrecks him.
Well, who was it? The guy who passed away, he was the one that was fighting, wasn't it?
Ryan
Butterbean?
Dunn.
Yeah, Ryan
Oh,
Dunn.
no.
R.I.P.
Butterbean's
Ryan
so
Dunn. Yeah, he got hit by Butterbean
I could not take a
R.I.P.
hit from Butterbean.
inside of like a sporting goods store.
I just want peace on Earth. No more fighting.
No more fighting. Let's be at peace with it.
Unless you want to wrestle for boners.
And there you have it. Speaking of peace on Earth, Chernobyl, the television show. Did you guys?
Oh, that was good.
It's fantastic. Have you guys seen it, Mike, Pat?
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched
Should.
it yet.
Highly
Deliciously
recommend
great.
Well,
Oh, at
it's-
HBO. Give me your HBO thing.
All right, sure, bud.
it. It's
Oh,
be-
please, please.
it's become pretty popular of a show, and now Instagram influencers are going to Chernobyl to take photos.
Why?
I
It's
did.
just-
I did see that. So they're just
so
like
stupid.
hanging out outside.
Why?
Previously
You're getting
radiated.
radioactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting cancer.
Radioactive.
And she's just butt naked out there.
What's her at? Give her a shout out at least.
NZ.NIK.
She's dying for that Instagram pic.
Literally.
Wow.
That booty though.
Well,
That booty dog.
it's probably calmed down to smidge, but it's gonna take over
No, it
200.
didn't calm down. It's
200
calmed down a
years.
smidge. It's still radioactive as fuck.
Well, one of the guys in the picture was just like holding a meter out there. He was
Yeah.
like getting a meter reading.
It's still messed up. Like if you go down in there, if you actually walk into the thing, it's still just as radioactive as it was the first fucking day. It doesn't go away. We've just bottled it up. We bandaged a wound, and we put a bigger bandage on it, and eventually that bandage is gonna rot away, and we'll need to put an even bigger bandage on it. But that's future. That's future us's problem. So fuck it. We're good. That's all I gotta say. Why are you dumb? Don't go to Chernobyl.
Doing it for clout.
In
You put
20
it like that, and I respect it. Go
Sorry.
on.
In 2020, the marijuana industry will surpass the National Football League, according to a new report. Starting with Colorado, 37 states have passed legislation allowing adult consumption for medical and, in some cases, recreational purposes. In 2018, the revenue was around 8.6 billion to 10 billion. In 2020, it's likely to surpass the projected 15 billion, which is the revenue yearly by the National Football League.
And why do we not legalize it everywhere?
Preach,
And
brother
why
man.
do we not?
Just federal government can take the whole situation by the dick and just say, you know what?
That might be Trump's play to get reelected.
God, I would vote. The only way. If that was his out, he'd get an entire. Would you switch your vote if Trump said? I'm talking to Pat. If Trump said he would legalize marijuana,
No.
you wouldn't.
You're still voting for
Respect
Bernie
that.
Sanders.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders.
What I think would happen is if Trump says that, or whoever says
He's
that,
fine.
it's going to be such a popular idea that everybody just has to get on that train. So all it
It's
takes
just
is
one person to say.
all it takes is one person to get on that train and for it to.
Yeah.
take
Trump
off.
says it
So-
first, though. It's a desperation move.
It's true.
I hope someone
Desperate
says it. Like,
times.
why are we being so dumb? Let people do what they want to do.
It's going to surpass the NFL in revenue, and it's still not going to be legal in our state.
like half the U.S. It's insane. And
It's getting close, bud.
I don't know. Look it up.
It's in the
Can you look
20s
that
at
up?
I
least.
just exited out and put the computer away. What'd you ask?
You are a Philistine.
I was done. I was going to move on to the.
I just asked how many states have it decriminalized or
37.
shit, son.
37 decriminalized.
37 or 38 states have some sort
Decriminalized.
of
Right,
marijuana.
fuck
18,
decriminalized.
not the
Recreational.
same, though.
Recreational.
18 legal.
18 legal, so we're
Yes.
not halfway.
Something like that.
We're not
It's
halfway.
more than 18.
That's what I want to
No,
do.
we're more than halfway with people getting on board with either some
Not
sort of
getting
like,
that much
even if it's
trouble
just
for it.
medicinal or like some sort of like decriminalization or anything like that. So Baby steps, but it's return.
I'll hit you with those baby steps. Baby steps on your mouth.
Ooh, the pocket of glory.
Hat. Bag of tricks. Who wants to pull it?
Give me that.
Who wants that bag of tricks? Who wants that bag of tricks?
Give me that. Give me
Pat-
that bag of tricks.
Pat wants that bag of tricks.
He's got that magic touch right now.
Give me that. Give me that bag of tricks.
We keep adding more, so the few that I've written keep getting less likely to be drawn.
Oh, they'll be drawn.
Would you rather clean up a violent crime scene as a career or never care for your mouth again, i.e., mouth like brushing your teeth or mouthwash?
What? Who fucking wrote this? You?
So wait, I just never brush my teeth again,
You can't do any like dental care again. Like your teeth are just gonna rot.
or I just have to be like a CSI.
Or you just have to
crime
be a
scene investigator?
forensic,
like-
a forensic analyst?
That's dope. That's an easy
No, you don't
one.
investigate it. You're like
You're
you
like
clean
the one
it
that
up. You're
comes
the
in and
janitor.
cleans it up afterwards. You're like the
It's
janitor.
like
You
your
come in,
janitor.
sponge the blood off the wall and shit.
That would be dope. I'm down.
Bro,
I got good teeth. I'll definitely have dental care.
You've got cleaning experience.
Got plenty of cleaning experience. Who's going to let their mouth rot? That's all the only thing here.
I would do it because I like Dexter. I'm gonna solve the crime. Solve the crime on the inside by scooping up the
Blood.
blood. I'm like, hey guys, this guy's got green blood. He's an alien.
You take your own little sample when you're cleaning it. And you're like, I'm gonna handle this myself.
No, I take a swab and I lick it and I'm like, fresh, salty blood.
So you're saying you can taste like
I can taste the
because
crime.
you see the victim's
That's how.
memories
That's my.
through blood.
That's my
taste
superpower.
crime.
I can
You
taste
can
crime.
crime.
Yeah.
That's an easy one for me, man.
I'm so queasy. Like
I'm
gonna be
very
terrible.
queasy.
I'm gonna be terrible at my job.
So
But
you're.
I can't go like. I brush my teeth like 3 times a day.
That's yeah.
I can't.
I'm queasy. I don't like hospitals. I don't like blood, but like oral care like
gonna be-
pisses me off. Like
it's
I
gonna be
have
terrible,
to use
like-
mouthwash. I have to fucking brush my teeth, or I'm just in a bad place.
I'm gonna walk in with like my hazmat suit, just
I'm
look
the
at
opposite.
that
I don't really care.
Yeah.
shotgun like splatter on the wall, and I'm just gonna be licking my teeth. Like I'm doing this for you.
Gross. All right, do another one.
Give me another one.
You want it?
So we're saying everybody chose
Everyone
to be
shows
a cleanup
to be-
crew on the. Oh, one of them popped out. Looks like it's that one.
That's just destiny.
You flooded this hat with just nonsense. Okay, so it just simply says Eliza Thornberry or Raven Simone. That's all. it
Please pick
says.
another one, because I'll
That's all
take
it
Raven
says.
Simone all
Which
day,
power
baby.
would you rather have?
Oh,
No,
which
I'm-
power?
Oh, okay.
I was about
power.
to slap that booty. Okay.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a fuck scenario.
Which power would you rather have?
Oh,
Raven Simone's
I was gonna say, I
abilities.
don't wanna
or
bang
Eliza
That's
Thornberry?
okay. This makes more sense now. When
So I can talk to animals, or what was her power? She
No,
can
I was
like
gonna
see
go
the
with
future.
Thornberry.
See,
I can see.
Dude, I'd rather talk to animals. I don't want to know my future. Fuck that.
Ooh.
That's devastatingly sad.
Dude, I'm exploring those jungles, putting bugs up my nose. You know.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. If I
Bugs
was
up
gonna
your
get that
nose?
power, I was gonna start shoving bugs up my nose, going all Donnie
Well,
on them.
you can talk to them and be like, "What's up there, guys?"
What's up, bugs? You wanna go on my nose?
They're like, "No, we're cool," but I'm like, "No,
Nah.
no, you're not."
I'm doing this, man.
I'll probably take Raven's power. I feel like if I could talk to animals, I'd like go to the zoo and they'd all be telling me about how they're all imprisoned and shit. I would just be in a
Starting like an
terrible
animal
place.
Yeah,
revolution.
I just join like Peter or something and
What if-
just do everything that I decide.
You become the lead.
What if you
leader.
find out?
Exactly. Like, oh, we need to like. I come out in my white robe. You know, they worship me.
I'm gonna
See-
I'm gonna do Raven as well. I think I can use the sight of the future to my benefits.
See, here's the thing though. You can't do bets and stuff because it's just like for an event that's about to happen. It was never like a, ooh, let me know who wins this game type of thing. Like it was, you get a random memory or something that's about to happen to you.
All right, but hear me out.
It's not a
I've been
good,
getting
like,
these
see in
flash.
the
I've been
future.
getting these flash forwards for so long. I know to look for clues. I know to like look at like the
Yes.
television. and
You're
see
having
the score or
premonition.
something
You've
like
just
that.
got
Yeah.
the ultimate intuition, and that's a terrible power.
I think I could use it to my.
Nah, let
Guys,
me talk
animals.
to my cat. Let me talk to like, I don't know. Let me talk to creatures. I'm down with that.
When your cat tells you to fuck off, you're
I
gonna
know
think
that's
twice.
what I'm saying. I want to know. Am I imprisoning you? If you want to go, be free, motherfucker. Like, all right, that's all I have to say
Animal
about that.
Revolution.
Animal Revolution. I'm down with that.
These are hard-hitting
Pat's just
topics.
Gonna go be a jungle boy.
Hard-hitting topics. Give
I'll
me
have to,
one
like,
more.
One
go
more?
find
You
that.
want it?
You know I want it. All right,
You know
let me not find one of these
you
Moog
see
ones.
You know you see it.
I hate you so much. All right.
Do another
The
one.
only song you can listen to is "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" by Wham, or the only movie you can watch forever is Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
That would drive me nuts.
But like, here's the thing. Like,
500 Days of Summer all over again.
well, here's the thing. It's like, so you're in like an alternative universe where like you can go to the movies with like somebody, but like, and they're watching like Godzilla King of the Monsters, but you're seeing that movie, or like you're
That'd be the
seeing
worst.
Tokyo Drift, or like every time you turn on a movie on TV, it's fucking Tokyo Drift, even if you change the channel.
Can I watch TV shows though?
You still watch TV shows.
if
So
I change
I'm-
the if I change the channels at a different time in that movie, like
I don't know how the alternative universe works.
You just know what happens. To
So
you.
we're going to see the new
Or-
Star
Like,
Wars.
if I
and
only like
I'm
parts-
just sitting there watching Tokyo Drift.
Right. Or you're sitting there in the new Star Wars. Or you're sitting there in the new Star Wars and everybody else is hearing the Star Wars da 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 na 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 na, but you're hearing "Wake me up before you go
I would
even in the
literally-
movie.
God, this
I already
sucks.
have my answer. I would kill myself literally if I had to listen to that song for a week, let alone the rest of my life. So if you just like always were playing that, nah, I can get around Tokyo Drift. I would just learn how to like quote the movie and just make my own little game of it. Like, I'd probably meet all the actors and just be like, yo, dude, like I'm always watching your movie, and this is how this exists in my universe. And just make friends.
They think you're crazy. They put you in a loony bin.
At least I don't have to listen to Wham. I would
I think I could avoid.
slit my wrist.
I could avoid movies. Can't really avoid music, so I'm gonna have to go with the Tokyo Drift as well. Plus, I like Tokyo Drift. I like Wham. I like.
I'm not saying I don't like Wham.
But just that would be
Like, that's too
more
perky.
haunting.
Yes,
More haunting
exactly.
to hear all
Wake
the time.
me up before you go. I would. Oh,
Plus, it's easier to avoid movies than it is
Than it is
music.
music.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like you're just walking down the street and like you could hear music coming from a bar.
You're
but it's
stuck in a-
still
yeah.
Wham.
You're
I mean,
stuck
just
in
like-
traffic, and just people around you are just all
can hear
listening
from
to
their
Wake Me Up
cars.
Before You Go.
I'm just trying to escape it. I run to a parking garage. I get into an elevator, and then I'm just ripping out my hair, huddled in a corner as the elevator door opens because Wham's just playing on the elevator music. Someone's like, "What the fuck's happening to this guy?" No, dude, I cannot do that. I'd have to just watch Tokyo Drift.
I would pick Wham, and then
For the guy who loves records, you would pick to listen to one song the rest of your life.
and then I'd make myself deaf because I'd rather.
Jesus.
I would stab like a screwdriver in my ears or something.
Woof. That's
There-
like what
there
I'm
are other
trying to
ways make
avoid here,
yourself
but
deaf,
like
but-
I was trying like I knew
Because
I
I'd
would do the
rather
same thing.
rather make myself go deaf than go blind.
But there's ways. Just start reading books, champ.
That
just don't watch
That-
movies.
That's all it is. Just don't watch movies.
yeah, but even like going to like the bar, it would be on every single TV screen.
Oh, you're right. You wouldn't even be able to watch sports
Not
at a
every
bar.
No,
Every
you can watch
fucking
like
TV.
sports and you
No,
can
you
watch.
can't.
I think you got to
I
up
thought
the
you meant
ante
like
on this.
every
No
single
TV.
thing.
Oh,
It's
really?
I thought you meant
all-
like every single
all
screen
video.
that you have.
All video,
Like, hey, let's go on the internet, and it's just like, boom, there's a video.
even
One
on a
music,
YouTube video.
bam.
So like if you tried to pull up the
Because I'm still picking Wham, even
Tokyo
if it's
Drift.
all video.
It's all videos. That's what I thought that you meant.
No, you just changed the game because Wham would literally incept every single movie you watch.
yeah. So,
So,
like you're watching. a
Wham is the
movie.
trump card. You're watching a movie. The soundtrack's gonna be Wham.
So like
Yeah.
Pat, when you put on the Pulp Fiction soundtrack,
It's
Yeah.
wham.
It's wham after wham
Wham,
after wham
wham.
after wham.
So if
Yeah.
everything's fucking Tokyo Drift,
So like you're watching like Elsa sing Frozen, and it's just wham coming out of her mouth.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, it's still the worst option.
it still is.
Even
It
if
is
it's all
pretty bad.
video.
It still is. I was trying
Yeah,
to talk
yeah,
it
yeah.
up, but it just can't. I still
Tokyo
will watch
Drift,
Tokyo
it's
Drift.
Gotta take Tokyo
I'll
Drift
start
on
reading
all
more
forms
books.
of
That's
video.
what I'm gonna be.
All right,
Right on.
we're gonna prove that we can read.
That's a good one.
That wasn't bad. Do you want to read one, Champ?
Okay.
You're the one that hasn't read one.
I don't know where it went.
Mookville.
Hell scenarios.
You can't shake it up. That's cheating.
Follow the show at TurnMeLoosePod on Twitter. Write to us at TurnMeLoosePodcast@gmail.com. And for the love of all that is holy, subscribe to our YouTube page. Or else. Hey y'all, Mike here from the Turn Me Loose podcast. Today I'd like to talk to you about a product that we here at the show fully endorse. Extends. Is your wood lacking a bit of a punch? Take one Extends and it will feel like someone poured concrete into your rod. Giddy up, cowgirl. Extends. Now back to the show.
Oh, I like this one. Would you rather never drink or smoke again, or you can smoke and drink,
Wow.
but you have to do meth once a week?
Meth. How
Yeah.
much meth? Just like a little. Can I? What?
Like,
How can I smoke it? How can I ingest it? Is it just like, hey, I'm just gonna suck down a little meth real quick?
you just gotta
Can I
smoke.
just eat it?
You just gotta like.
I have to smoke the
you
meth.
gotta smoke the meth.
So I have to smoke meth.
Yeah, it's like your weekly thing. It's like just once a week I cut loose and smoke a little meth.
Once a week, I put it in a blunt.
No, you gotta. It's like straight.
It's
up.
like I get a crack pipe and I have to smoke meth.
right.
So I can't just lace it with anything. I can't
No,
lace something
like
with
you're
meth.
literally just smoking meth
Straight up.
once a week. Like you're
Or
gonna
I
get
just-
addicted as fuck.
Or I just become a good human and get clean.
Right.
Literally sobriety,
Sobriety.
or meth.
Or
I'm
meth once a week.
literally just leaning so hard towards meth right now. It's unbelievable. And I know you wrote this one for me, you son of a bitch.
I would do it.
You do
You doing
meth once a
meth?
week?
Yeah.
God, me and Pat, you're just gonna live together and we're gonna just rot away, bud.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to the first one and we won't brush our teeth.
Yeah.
We'll just like take the we'll never brush our teeth again.
Never brush
And we'll
teeth again.
combine both realities and live the best one.
Yeah, I'd totally run the Doomscape with you.
Whew. What about you, MP? Can't have another sip of alcohol ever again, or you gotta
I
take
can
meth once a
pretty.
week.
It would suck, but I could pretty easily live a sober life.
I think I would find fulfillment in other things rather than doing meth.
So you guys are
I,
weird.
lo-
I could just turn into like a workout junkie or like
I would be addicted to other
a
things. Yeah.
foodie. Yeah, there's other vices you can have.
Fools.
I mean, you gotta think about that.
Does
Like,
that mean? But
for
like,
the first month, you're gonna be like, all right, like doing meth like once a week, like I've got my life under control. But like at a certain point, when you're doing meth once a week,
no, what I'm.
like
But-
a year into it, you're gonna be like, fuck, man, I gotta stop doing.
All
meth
right,
once a
here
week.
we
But
go.
then I
I'll
gotta-
just put a wrench in your plans. What I'll do is I'll do what everyone else does. I'll go to my therapist. She'll prescribe me some Xanax, and there you go. There's my way around it. I'll just say, all right, I'll never drink or smoke again. I'll just go pop pills, like 75% of America.
All right, it's gonna be a.
So
Should
fuck
have
you
just done
guys.
complete sobriety.
Yeah, you should have, but you didn't. So I found the clause.
All right.
I'm just gonna be fucked up on Roxy Cotton. Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. And with that, I think we'll transition to dun 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 dun. Ben's big word of the week.
Big word of the week.
Easily the best one yet. Easily the best one yet.
It's a little bit of a carnival vibe there.
Fuck, I gotta get this right. Can't keep letting you just Malfoy around.
Ugh, don't ever say Malfoy around again. Well, I got another one for you this week, you germs. If you think you can get it,
I didn't like last week's.
oh, you can eat a worm. You're not supposed to like it.
Grike.
Why would I care?
Drake me.
If you didn't like last week's, then you won't like this week's then. This week's word is...
Snool.
Snool.
Snoodle.
Snool.
Snool.
Snool. Snool.
SNULE.
SNOOL.
I knew it, you
Snool.
fuck.
Snool.
Snooling. Snool.
Wait, is snooling? It's a
No.
verb?
You can snool. You can snooling around. No, you can't. It's just snool.
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 Snool. Just think snool. Snool.
Snool.
Snool?
Snool.
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 It's a good one. It's a good one.
Snool. Snool on me. Snool.
Snool. All
Can I
right.
get a country of origin?
Bro, I got super hammered last night and this chick was snooling all over my
Early
chest.
18th century of unknown origin.
Fuck.
There you
Unknown
go,
origin.
boss.
Snool me.
Unknown origin.
Snool me, dude.
You get snooled. Anyone want to take a gander at the goose?
You must
I
summon.
think it is.
I will. Pat's just stepping in like a big dick troll. Hit it, Pat.
I think it's just fucking expressing how you think, expressing like how you feel about something.
Snool?
No. All right,
Is that-
good move. Good vibes, Pat over here.
It's like snool.
I'll give you one more opportunity.
Yeah. Snool.
Work it through. If any of you get this week's word, I will end the segment. I'll never do the segment again
Alright, I've got an idea.
because I'm that confident in this week's word because it is interesting.
It's like when your leg falls asleep. Like when there's no blood in it and you're like, oh fuck, my leg's falling. I was like, my leg's snooling. Just like got a snool leg.
That's a good one.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
It's a good guess, but it is wrong. Segment continues. Pat, you want another guess?
I think it's
He's mulling over pretty hard.
Snool-
Let him go. I'm gonna think.
snool is a it's like what we dissected in like 8th grade. It's like the rat the turds from the owls, the owl pellets.
That's what that
And,
pellet's
like,
called.
And like all the weird crap that you find in like in turds. So like Ryan and I are always curious about our turds. You guys aren't looking. So the
That's,
snool is what lies inside.
you got
So
some
you're
snool
thinking
in your stool.
Yeah,
Stool, I'm thinking
stool.
snool. This stool is the turd. Snool is what's
In the
is
dirt.
the nectar inside.
Gross. Shouldn't have gave you a second attempt. You're wrong. Snool in the stool. Not quite.
Snool.
All right, and we come full circle to a man who has been in the thinking pose since I've said the word. Snool. Hit me with that definition, Ryan. End the segment.
Snool. Unknown origin. I think a snool is how people in the 18th century would refer to a floozy woman. Like,
It's like an 18th century whore.
it's like another way to like say like wench or something like that. Yeah.
Snool, snool.
Look at that
Look at that
flock of
snool.
snool over there.
Oh fuck
The
you.
snool. I love how you don't put it plural. It's like moose. Look at those
Right.
moose.
Bunch of snool.
All those
Come here,
snool.
you snool.
Jessica's such a snool.
And I don't mean it to be derogatory. I just, you know, everyone's got to get paid. I respect the hustle.
Respect the hustle. Well, you are wrong, Snoolinger. Would we like to know the definition?
Yes, sir. Let's hear it.
Lay it on me.
Well, all we've been fucking talking about is fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
All we've been talking about is beating people up. So if you snool someone, you bully them into submission.
Wow, that's a good
Snool.
word.
Don't get snooled, people.
Hmm.
So if I snooled Pat, I would bully him into submission.
Slowly, you will bully him into submission.
Do you remember this MTV show where like nerds were getting bullied and
Sounds
they
like
would
Pat
call
would
this
be
guy
snooling
Bully beatdown,
Simon
Bully
baby.
Cowell.
Beatdown?
Bully
Bully
Beatdown.
Beatdown.
Bully beatdown is the ultimate snool.
Snooled. Kids were getting snooled
A
on
snool
Bully
fest.
Those kids get snooled, and then the bully would then get beat down, and
Yeah.
they get snooled.
Beatdown.
So the snooler would become the snool.
me, snool me.
Snool.
Snool me once, shame on Snool. but shame Snool twice. Snool.
Snool me once.
God,
shame
how many drinks
on-
have you had? What did you
dang
just
it.
say to me?
I just had one.
Well, looks like the segment continues, you motherfuckers.
So this is. So this is the new what's on the line now. Is if we get the word, the segment is
No,
being
only
retired.
if it's a ridiculous word of my choosing.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a once in a lifetime thing. Like I flashed
No,
the like
you'll do
grand
it again
prize.
because I'm going to end this segment once and for all.
Someday. Some
I was the
fucking
one
day.
that's gotten close. The closest.
Never
Oh,
until
I've
then.
been close. you cuck.
too. Oh.
Everyone's been close. Everyone's had. Everyone's been
Yeah,
relatively
we've been doing this for
close.
a while now, so.
Oh, yeah, I have. The segment continues. You'll never stop my reign.
Look at it, look at that butt.
Well, I don't have much in terms of shit talk, but I can talk a little shit.
I'm always down to talk a little shit.
baby, shitting.
Talk some shit.
Let's do it.
The
Shit in that
Pete, so
mouth.
you went to a concert last night.
Indeed.
Oh,
You
goddamn.
see a lot of phones the whole time?
No, dude. These fucking hippies were just like grooving.
Chilling, man.
I
He
didn't see.
did. He
I
went to
actually
Dead
didn't
and
see like.
Company, so.
No one had phones. I mean, that's a good question because like this was Dead Company. Everyone's tripped out, stoned out, smoking cigarettes or drinking, and then
Enjoying
they're
music.
doing like the weird little wave dance things,
Hippie.
like where
A
like
hippie
groove.
jive.
yeah,
The hippie jive.
Like a.
and then like you got like the fast weird dudes.
Everyone's just
Oh,
rolling,
man.
just letting out
Um,
their inner being.
Yeah, I didn't see very many phones probably until the evening, or maybe like one popular song I saw, maybe one or two phones.
Right on.
So, but I did whip out my phone and took one photo.
Holy fuck.
He whipped it out.
Unlike that bitch behind us, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Courtney, may she rest in vain.
she did kiss you in the mouth. at
She just
midnight,
kissed my
though.
mouth.
On the mouth.
On the
For,
mouth
for New
kiss.
Year's, mind you.
And you didn't even
So,
get a little dip.
Didn't even get that double dip.
She won the double dip, but
Yeah, she would have trained us all.
that would have been an experience. Whoa,
Hear, hear.
whoa, whoa.
All right, what are you trying to talk shit about?
No, I went to a concert last night as well, and I didn't see very many phones out. And it was like one of the first concerts I've been to in a long time where there weren't like just hundreds
so
of phones
you
in
aren't
the
talking
view.
shit. You're saying you enjoyed the
I
concert.
did enjoy it. I was expecting
Where'd you
like
go?
to see. I went to the Egyptian Room
Uh-huh.
to see a band called Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Catfish in the bottom end.
Catfish and
You're right though.
Solomon.
All this documenting is kind of it grinds my gears a little bit. Like I get it every now and then, but there are people out there that just want to film the entire thing the whole
There
time.
was the guy standing literally right in front of me to the right. Recorded the entire concert, but he was like the very few people. Like he didn't have it like way up here or anything. He was just like holding it right here. You could see like the back of people.
Live in the moment, people.
Right. I agree.
Live the moment. I very rarely take.
I went to
snaps.
Fleet Foxes show, and I went by myself, and I recorded pretty much half the concert.
Because you're just by yourself bored.
I was by myself, and I was just like singing along, and I was like really drunk too.
I bet you've never looked at those videos since.
I haven't. Actually, I showed. I don't know. Yeah, I watched them.
I'm
last
guilty of it
night.
too.
Who'd you show, bud?
I went
No
to
one.
I went to go see Chance the Rapper at Bradley University, like right before he kind of blew up, and there was only
Duh.
like 300 people there, and I recorded the whole fucking concert. No shame.
Chance the Fapper.
Yep.
Chance.
Say Chance the Fapper,
Yeah. You ever heard of him?
not the Fapper.
He's a mandingo.
Jeez. Yes.
Nah, I just created that.
You know what story I did remember this week though, because I drove by the golf course.
Vance the Fapper. Wait, what'd you say?
Fapper Vance.
Fapper Vance. There we go. This
Do you
podcast
remember
is
the-
moving now.
Do you remember the time that we were like hosting an episode of Cheaters at Zionsville Golf Club?
No.
You
What?
remember when that lady like told us that her husband was playing a round of golf with his mistress behind us and wanted us to take a picture of
Oh,
it?
I do remember that. Oh, I remember that because I did it.
You did it. We
Oh.
both did it.
I helped the lady, like, prove that he was cheating.
We
on
got
his wife.
done playing a round of like 9 holes at this like crappy
I
golf
remember
course.
that. Jeez.
And this lady comes up to us in a minivan. It's just like, hey, that's my husband playing behind you. Can you take a picture of him? He's playing golf with his mistress.
He took a picture for her lawyer. so
Yep.
she could have it in court to get the kids.
You guys like subpoenaed this guy, basically.
I did, and then he came up and
You
tried to
ser-
fight me
you
afterwards.
served him.
He almost ripped me out of my car.
He tried to fight Ben completely. It was ridiculous.
I would have taken that guy to. Oh shit!
Suppress that memory, huh?
Did hard. I forgot about because my mom was there, so I wasn't trying to fight.
Right. It was
My mom and my little brother were
It
there.
was one of the most ridiculous requests a human being has ever bestowed upon me.
I don't know. I've had some ridiculous requests, my
It
friend.
is up there. And of course, us dumbasses in high school just
I was like, fuck
Dro-
yeah, I'll take a picture
drove
of that
up
cheating
to him
bitch.
and took a picture and walked.
Drove away.
drove
I think
away.
we wrote it. I was like, hey, I think I lost the head to my golf club. Is it over there? No. Click. Bye.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, that's my wife over there. And he's like, oh, he put 2 and 2 together and just came
Came
to
after us.
rip me out of my car.
Came running.
Sounds like
Oh,
a
he
quality
came
human
screaming.
being trying to fight a bunch of high schoolers.
Duh, he was just this like mooked out, ripped, wannabe like golf dad.
That's pretty funny.
I hated him.
But you
Probably
loved
just
him.
worked
Moved
real
out
estate.
wannabe golf dad.
Yeah.
Would you get a boner if you fought him?
John Cena would. I would.
Yeah.
John Cena does it. I
Takes it
do
for
it.
the team,
Nice.
Nothing wrong with it, man.
Tell me something, P-Tone. Tell me something.
Well, I'm going on a streak, guys. 7 days. Haven't jacked off.
You don't have to jack off if you're getting laid.
It's not just that. I'm talking about porn too. Like I'm not even like watching.
You don't have to watch porn if you're getting laid. Do not applaud this man.
Doesn't matter. You can still watch porn and do all that. You can have addiction for it.
How often do you really watch porn? Like when you guys first started.
Never.
You don't watch porn when you're getting laid.
Now?
Yeah, now he's about to get married, of course. He probably watches all the fucking time.
No, no.
Probably just goes, oh, I'm taking a shower. Like, just gives that little laugh.
Fucking
not a
pops his
secret.
phone into a plastic bag.
But
Oh,
Not at that
quit
level.
it. I
I'm
know
not at that
exactly what
level
you're
yet.
talking about.
I'm not at that level yet, but I have a couple burner phones just in
Are you
case.
the type of guy
I've
that
got some
needs,
secret phones. Yeah.
Are you the type of guy that needs sound to listen to the porn, so you got to put it in the bag?
So
I am a sound guy, though.
The
Sorry.
weirdest thing is with me is I've never watched porn with sound. I've always had
You're
to hide.
silent, dude?
I'm a silent guy.
You're a silent movie guy.
So, like,
So
for-
never once.
So actually, for like the past like I want to say like 12 years, I've never watched porn with
Just
sound.
porn, silent porn.
Yeah.
You're an image
like,
guy.
Yeah.
Do you
Even
watch it
if
in
you
bl-
have a house free, no one's there. You're by yourself.
Do you
Yeah,
watch
it's
it in
like,
black
I
and
don't-
white as well?
It's just you and the sound of you beating your wang.
Pretty much. I'm
Do you-
Why,
I'm a
Pat? Why?
silent jerker too.
Hmm.
You don't even like flip on a record or something. Like, oh, this is my beating off record.
No,
Like,
I might listen to music every now and then, but depends on if I watch
like the
if I'm
TV on or
watching
something?
if I'm watching a video, I can't play music. I have to play something else, so that doesn't work. So I don't want to listen to the people because
so you don't
like,
want to be like, oh, hey, come here, Big Roy.
normally
Like,
there's like five minutes of just like of this dude getting his dick sucked, just like yeah, oh yeah. They're like. You did you like that?
You
or, like,
have a
or the
fucking-
girl
you
picks
have
her
an
mouth off,
aversion-
just like, oh yeah, like, just like doing these weird ass gross.
Come on, my eyelashes.
Yeah, like oh dear.
You have an aversion to
I don't even know.
porn sound.
so you'd rather create. So you basically sit there and you make you make their voices in your own head. Like, oh, what's she saying right now? I bet she's saying something like, get it, Pat, get it. Like,
Isn't that though like part of the game though? Like when you're watching porn, aren't you trying to find like the
I guess
perfect
that-
video? Like
Yeah,
don't
it's-
you get like halfway through and you're like, I'm bored of this shit. So don't you go on to the next one? Like isn't that half the
halfway
Most of it's
through,
just-
brother. You got a lot of patience.
Well, I skip around. Like I don't
fast
sit
forward.
there and watch the entire scenario. I just kind of like
You
I'm
like those little-
I get it.
You like those little ones?
No,
that
you
have
gotta get to the good
The
stuff.
bookmarks on the scroll bar. You're like, oh, this one tells me what's gonna happen right here. So then you're like, oh, I want to go to that part.
you're
Oh,
getting
we're-
deep. No, I don't ever check the bookmarks. I don't check the player's notes.
I
like,
cleared. I got a woman in my
It's-
house. I
you're
clear
not
that
going
shit
anywhere. It's
instantly.
like on the bar. Like when you're fast forwarding, it's just there.
I don't.
All right, you guys got up your game.
Oh, guys, you really need to check out 4:12 mark because that scene is just woo wee.
I do like. Sometimes
She
I do like
spreads
to
her
read the
cheeks in
comments.
half.
That's not what I'm talking about.
He rips her in half at 7:15.
I do kind of like to read the comments though every once in a while.
Just lets you know that other people are out there, right?
Cum shot at 10:12.
Man.
Well,
So 7 whole days.
It's
How you
not even
feeling?
that much. Why are we
Well,
clapping?
it's like my new thing with like instead of cigarettes, it's now porn. Like,
He's got laid within 7 days and he hasn't looked in porn.
Are
in
you
7
still
days.
smoking
What?
cigarettes?
oh yeah.
Start watching porn. Quit smoking cigarettes.
Why?
That's probably a good move.
It's a terrible move. That's a terrible move. You're just gonna have a raw hog. It's gonna be like over the pants hand job all over
Raw
again.
hog.
It's gonna be scab dick.
Are you feeling?
That's
Are you
right.
feeling less of like
Shell of a man.
Go the full month, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
feeling like less friction, like tear and wear on your piece since you're not tugging at it all the time? Do you feel a difference in the past 7 days? No.
My balls are big and hanging low.
You're ready.
They're ready
It's
to-
gonna make you
You're
destroy
gonna have-
whatever woman.
It's
friend
like
you're
Van
talking
Wild.
to.
It's
Alright.
like Van Wilder, the dog, like, and with
Right.
like
You're
a.
just dragging them around.
You've
You're
got to
gonna,
release the beast, or that's a ruthless.
you're gonna have to have
maneuver.
the biggest nocturnal emission. You're gonna wake up stuck to your fucking mattress. Gross.
Oh, wet
Nocturnal emission. That was a
Yeah.
phrase.
So you're gonna have a dream and a half because,
You're gonna dream
You
of
can't
your
get
new
it in
lady
anywhere.
love.
Wet dream all over.
and
Yeah.
you're just gonna wake up and you're gonna think
You'll
you
be like-
pissed the bed because you're gonna shrink those nads by tenfold.
You're gonna have to order a new mattress from Satva.
You have to replace it with an air
Hashtag
mattress.
Software.
So this is your quandary that you just haven't.
So my quandary is.
Is it listening to porn with sound?
That was,
we've
that's a
been
quandary.
some places right
Yeah.
now.
My quandary is, I don't know. I've actually been having trouble coming because.
So where's the quandary?
That is
My-
a quandary.
My quandary
Had
is.
to do
Why
it.
can't I come
I
right?
did
All
it
right.
a little bit.
Here's the problem, guys.
Tell
I've
me.
been jacking off for years and years and years and years and years.
Mhm.
Every time I have sex, it's hard for me to come. It takes me forever to come. And then when my
You're
back's down,
distracted.
You calloused your wang.
I've I'm used to my hand too much.
Who's that fucking chick? That old lady that was like the sex doctor on TV.
Dr. Ruth.
I feel like we're on one of her
So
episodes
now-
right now. Pat's a caller.
So now I have to like.
Yes.
What I'm doing right now is I'm desensitizing my dick. I'm like not trying to touch it as much with my hand. Yeah. So now like, basically once
It's a good
I.
strategy.
So now once I start banging, like it'll be more sensitive and I'll be able
Start busting that nut.
You're
quick.
gonna have to
busting
hold
out,
off
so.
for like at least 3 weeks to a month for this to make
No,
any
this
difference.
will be like
You've
a
been
6 months.
Have you
destroying
seen the
yourself.
This is
Don
a 6
John?
months to like a
Mhm.
yeah. I saw the movie Don John.
I've not seen that movie. What is
Why have
this?
you not seen it?
Don-
Why
did
would
watch
I
it. It was
dig
the-
This is basically Don
I
John.
think
This
we
is a
did.
Don John scenario.
So what? He's been beaten off a long time. He just stops beating off.
Basically, he's
He's-
met his Susan Sarandon, and he's
Yeah.
ready to stop. He's ready to just have. He's
He
trying to
lo-
make love. You're not trying
Yeah,
to just pound
yeah.
town.
He loves jacking off. He even jacks off like in like I don't know, in public.
Yeah,
By the
he's
way,
just
it's
like a-
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he's just
Joseph
Don
Gordon-Levitt
John.
And he
as-
just beats off the whole movie.
He's, like
He's
a
addicted to
compulsive
porn.
masturbator.
Then he meets Scarlett Johansson, and he like falls in love with her.
But she
But-
catches him jerking it.
Yeah,
one
and
night
she just
after
gets-
they bone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's just like totally disgusted by him. So then he has to cut off his addiction. And
And then he ends up falling in love with Susan Sarandon.
Mm-hmm. Who loves?
does that actually happen?
Promise you.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
was fucked up.
I forgot
about
I
that
saw
part.
it in
Isn't she
theaters,
so
and
much
the whole
older
time,
than him?
Yeah.
I was so
super
puzzled
old.
by it.
So much older.
So
But she teaches him how to make love.
Yeah. The right way.
thank God I've never seen this movie.
Shout out Don
Spoiler
John.
alert to Don John.
Sorry, no, I'm just
You
trying to. Like,
ever watch Don John? I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
I'm just trying to figure out
I
how
think
to work
it's a
my
good
dick.
strategy if you're trying to be more in the moment when you're being intimate with somebody. You
Yeah.
should, desensitize yourself from the pornography.
The
and
fake.
Be more in
You
the
need to
moment.
live in the reality, not all this
Mhm.
fake bullshit.
You want her booty
And if
hole
you
or
want
no other booty
if
hole?
you want to jerk off, use your. I mean, if you're feeling like you're just throbbing,
Yeah.
just go to the memory bank. Start
Sure.
being more. Like, in
I
tune
think
with
you need to
yourself.
practice abstinence.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm saying to an extent, like if you're gonna fucking if
I'm
you're
thinking I'm gonna go 6 months to a year. Like it's like desensitizing. Like
Yeah,
slow
right.
step, slow step, slow
just
step.
always wear a cock ring.
I don't think he's worried about
like
adding like length or anything.
No,
We're
it's not
cocking all
about
the
that.
time,
It's
it's
about
gonna
like
start
sucking
hanging
it
all
off, and then once it's like, oh, you take that cock ring off, it'll be like, it's like a girl taking off like that girdle they used to wear in the old days.
Oh,
It'll just be like it's free, and it'll just basically be seeping.
A corset.
Yeah, a corset.
Are you wearing condoms?
Yeah.
Let's just fucking hit it raw, dude.
The condom that I use,
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him
I
that.
did.
You hit it raw.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this.
We'll have to cut that out.
I won't.
Never.
I refuse. Hit
It's
it raw.
deep. It's deep within the annals of the podcast.
That's what
of the
she
episode.
said.
We've all been there. That was her.
Well, that is quite the quandary, Pat. You'll have to keep us updated on this expedition that you're going on.
Always love the
It's not
expedition.
even
I don't
no
know,
fap
there's-
November
there's-
either.
There's a lot of research about it.
Are you
but-
drunk a lot when you're having sex too?
Duh.
Yeah, most of the time. So
Yeah.
that's always
Yeah, most
That's a
of-
part
drunk
of it
and
too.
stoned, and then like not hydrated, and then tired, and all that, not focused, all that stuff.
Maybe you should.
Lots of factors.
And then
So
I'm
that's
all
what
up.
I'm saying.
And then I'm all up in
it
my
might
head
not
all the
be-
time.
that's
You
what
just
I'm-
have to chill and
I
fucking
think you
relax.
should
and
reach
fuck.
out via email to
Yeah.
Sting.
Oh yeah.
Tantric sex.
That's what we need to do. We're gonna
Sex.
start reaching out to Sting and see if we can get.
We will
him
just
to-
blow up his email until he
Yeah.
has to.
We're all
respond.
just sliding in Sting's DMs saying,
Someone
our friend
look
Pat
up-
has a problem. He
someone look up
needs you.
Sting's Twitter account. Real
I
quick.
refuse.
At Sting.
not
If he's
at
not
Sting
at
right now.
Sting,
Just
then-
look it up so we can figure out who we need to contact in the future.
I mean, it's definitely just at Sting.
I'm gonna mook you in the mouth.
Oh, it's at official Sting.
I was
At
also
official Sting.
I was also thinking about getting a pet. It was either a turtle or a dog.
There's a big difference in the two.
Yeah.
A turtle or a dog?
Sent it to him too.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I saw
How
that.
fuck is that?
It's passed down.
You just taking a shit?
His snap before he came over to
The
me. just
other
him taking a
side.
dump
I
on the toilet.
was making
No, I don't think-
liquid brown
I
before I,
was
came over.
I was thinking about.
Can
that.
you just?
Thanks
You
for
can't DM anybody, can you?
I
Oh.
don't think he'll probably let you DM.
It won't let me DM Sting right now.
So I was talking to someone that got covered in.
He's got to follow you. So we gotta get Sting to follow us so we can DM him. So that's what we need to do. We need to make a campaign to get Sting to follow us.
That's tough. We need some more following
It's a tough
before
sell.
that happens.
We'll get there, Pat. We'll get you some tantric love lessons.
Another crazy thing that happened.
Personalized.
Tell me your worst baby spider experience.
Baby, specifically a baby spider.
Baby spiders.
My
Little
worst
babies.
fear is if it's just like an egg hatches and like millions crawl out of my skull. But I've never had a baby spider experience.
I saw like 300 of them like simultaneously like fall from like a tree onto a kid that used to live catty corner from me.
It's horrible.
You can
That'd be the
DM.
greatest sight.
You can
Name
DM
my
anyone on
crime with.
Instagram.
Miles Fierce.
Jesus. That'd be the funniest thing.
Miles Fierce.
What else you gonna say?
What
Dick
is your
Tracy?
baby spider experience?
Exactly.
So you just asked that question with no.
With
Context.
no repercussion to it.
My baby spider experience. I don't know. It's crazy if you step on a spider and it turns into like a million real quick. You ever had that happen?
No.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like a fucking shit ton of baby spiders, so you're stomping on
those too. Yep.
all of
One
them.
time that happened to my brother
Stomp and
Adam.
stomp.
One time that happened to my brother Adam.
Yeah.
I think it was like in his room or something, or
Uh-huh.
it was like outside. He used to be deathly afraid of spiders, and I've never heard him scream like that in my entire life. Baby spiders.
He killed a big spider and all the babies
Baby
came
spiders
out.
came out, yeah.
That's scary.
You see a spider walking around with like a white butt on it.
Yeah.
Run for
Exact.
the hills.
Head for the hills. Remember 8-legged freaks?
I remember I killed
That's
the
a good
spider,
one.
and then I set the egg sac on fire, and then I watched a bunch of burning.
You leave
baby
the spiders because the spiders kill mosquitoes. So I try to befriend.
Spiders are
It
good.
was gross. And then they started cooking. And
I
it
will
was really gross.
befriend the spiders.
Spiders and snakes.
Spider friend with spiders.
Spiders are here to save us.
Well, is it time for some?
Lessons
Did we
Wow,
learn
somebody
anything
went
today?
high that time.
I learned that it's all about who I can fight and who I can get to like pay for a venue for me to fight someone
Yeah.
older than me. Like it's possible.
Guess we
We're
gotta
living in a
start.
world where I can fight celebrities.
Gotta be one to fight one. Once we make it, you can start fighting all the celebrities you want.
I'll fight them all.
There's your
baby.
motivation. That's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I learned that Billy Madison scenario is like super real. Like if you do
Boner
something embarrassing, or if something embarrassing happens to you, you just need a high profile celebrity to come out and admit that they have done the same thing, and then
Mhm.
you're in the clear.
You're in the clear.
So keep that in mind. If something happens to you, just contact Sting, have him come out and say, hey, I don't watch porn. And then everybody's like, oh, well, Sting doesn't do it. I shouldn't do it too.
Sting, you need to follow us. I learned we need to get Sting to follow us on Twitter.
That's a good lesson.
Snool.
You learned what snool means?
Snooing.
I learned I don't know any fucking words.
Yeah.
Rouge.
Should have taken Latin.
Rouge.
Still wouldn't help you.
Yeah, I don't know if Latin's gonna help you get
Unknown
snool.
origins, baby.
Unknown origins.
No, and they should have to have a country of origin. Making new stipulations.
And I'm
Eat me. It's my segment.
hoping people will get the message to put your phone away sometimes.
Yeah,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's actually probably
I think we
The
all
best
need to learn to
lesson,
live in
yeah.
the moment.
We
a
should.
little
Yeah,
more.
I think we should.
Tying it in with Pat's quandary.
I've been
we all
thinking
gotta
about
live in the
doing
moment a
this.
little
It
more.
would be super
Live in the
hard, but just to not use your phone for a week. It'd
I
be
could
damn
do it,
near
yeah.
impossible.
Not for me.
Just disconnect.
you need it for things you don't even know it.
Right.
You couldn't go just for
Oh,
work
for
alone.
bills. Yeah.
For
You go to
everything.
work and come back without it, you feel like you're missing something.
Can you use your computer?
Yes.
Haha.
So we should try and do that at different times. We should have each one of us.
I refuse. I'm
Disconnect.
not being part of this.
You don't want to disconnect.
No.
You just want to play your Clash.
I just want to play my Clash.
Just
Clash,
play it
Clash,
on your
Clash.
iPad.
Yeah, now with fantasy football season approaching, gotta have that.
Quit it. Don't even start
Gotta have
talking
those
about that
updates
yet.
on deck.
It's gonna
Well,
get useless.
it's been a great Thursday. We appreciate y'all if you're still here. God bless, and to all my loved ones. Peace out.
Crease out.
Turn it loose, baby.
Drive home safe, motherfuckers.
sugar. Give me some sugar.